Bam! What is up with the squad? It's Cess, your favorite RT with Uncle Tennessee's in the building with RobDaManMedia, Mr. Shake My Hand. Y'all know what it is. Hot Takes Monday is noontime. Rob, what's happening?
Man, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, we about to break down the Big Ten. That was really happening on this day. We seeing this thing popping. Let's just say, how are you?
Gito?
We always do this show, and I never ask you how are you doing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I'm doing. Now it's Manic Monday. You know what I'm saying? We got all the shows. We had some picks come out to get the hot takes warmed up. So I'm in this thing. We finna talk Big Ten. No, I'm excited about the Big Ten. So let's see where we at.
Let's go.
Let's see. Y'all hit the like in the share. Hit the like in the share. They both right there. They hit the like in the share. They both right there. See, I know how we do when we start with the conference breakdown. When we start with the conference breakdown, we always start with just ranking the team. So this is another one of those big conferences. Man, we got 18 teams in here. We're gonna rank them all. And when we get down into like the actual individual breakdown and the comparison, we ain't gonna hold you. We may not go all the way down to the bottom row. Just we may not make it down there. But we're gonna get through a great deal of these in the next two episodes, like we did the other conferences. So
I ain't gonna hold you. When you start really going to these conferences and then you start realizing it's 18 teams, it don't even feel like it's 18 teams because majority of these teams you ain't even watching. You only watching the upper echelon. And then when you start going through the conference, like, damn, I forgot this team was even in the conference.
I mean, you look at it, exactly. I mean, you look at a team like Northwestern. They've been doing the same old thing for the same old thing. Joe been over there 17 years.
Yep.
Transfers. I know we got a new coach up there. Before the season was over. So you got a new coach there. I'm definitely watching the Penn State coach because Carolyn, you've been there 4 years. You never had talent like Gracie and Kiyomi. So
Oh yeah, there's some people that's gonna be put on notice for sure. Like
it's gonna be so it's a few of these coaches that I'm interested in just to see based on how things went last year, where they're at this year. Of course, I got my eye on my man out there at Ohio State, McGuff. I think McGuff is suspended the first 2 weeks. He only got suspended the first 2 weeks of the season, I think, after the DUI.
so here's the crazy part, right? The rankings don't reflect the coaches' rankings.
No, not at all. Not at all. These are about the teams. I'm just running
Yeah.
through a couple of these coaches
No,
real quick before you break down.
I'm just letting people know, right? What you see for as the team rankings don't reflect who the coach is, right? You can have a good team and the coach is suspect, like a real suspect. So they might got bumped down the list. But the team, because of the overall team of the players and things like that, they can get bumped up. So when you look at the whole grand scheme of things, that's what I don't want people to get too caught up involved. You know, we might not put the coaches up here. Just, you know what I'm saying? Unless you really asking for it, we might not even put them up here. But this is the team ranking. So I just want to, preface, what you see in the team ranking might not be the coach's ranking.
Absolutely. And then Kevin McGuff, I'm also watching him because he got Kylie Pitts up there. I want to pitch at South Carolina. I don't. Kylie Pitts is a great pickup for either team. I just think her skill set, her size, her attitude, what I see is a great pickup for either team. I don't think that I don't think that Kevin McDuff did enough to replace what left, right? Like you lost Fury, you lost McMahon, uh, who else was there? Teddy was in the middle down there. Yeah, I just don't know that he did enough. And it seems like they put a lot of weight on Jelani's shoulders. And I'm not saying that Jelani can't deliver, but I don't know that they put enough around Jelani to compete in the Big Ten. We're gonna find out.
Oh yeah.
And Corey Close and old Coach G, they always on my watch list. What's up, Vito? What's up, Jeremy? Uh,
Coach G, Coach
so
G.
yeah. Uh, we saw Coach G's number one, that's Sanaya Hall going over there, right? So we saw her.
Mm-hmm.
We saw her get the OTE win last night. You got who transferred over? London Jones went over there from UCLA, I think, and
Hey,
then of
so
course you got
peep this.
Jasmine and Kennedy. What you got?
How many first number one raw picks you can have in the recruiting class to somebody put pressure on you for winning that championship?
I mean, if you ain't won nothing since the '40s, right? It's the small wins for them.
I mean, I'm
Every time,
asking a real question. So,
but
quote
I mean,
unquote, they got three of them, right? So, how long is it gonna take to somebody put the pressure and say, "Hey, man, you gotta win something"?
well, I put the pressure on 2 years ago. I put the pressure on when Juju got there because, like I said, I don't think that if you're a coach and you can't get Juju to the Final Four with just her skill set, right? If you can't get Juju to the Final Four in the Big Ten, where were they before that? Pac-12. They
Yep.
played Pac-12 one year, right? You can't
No.
get Juju
Yeah.
to the Big Four. Pack it up. Yeah, because last year was their first year in the Big Ten.
Yep. Well, see, the
So
Pac-12, the last year in the Pac-12 was deep though. Like it was, them teams is a lot different than what they look like right now.
yeah,
Like
but you got a freshman
Oregon was
walking
a
in
lot
dropping.
better. Yeah.
Cam and then was there. Cam was there.
Yeah.
Kiki was there. But Juju was having her way. Like I said, I think uh, there were parts of last season, and I said it last season. Uh, and I want to say that Juju Juju played better with the nerds sometimes. She would have been better off with the nerds at sometimes last year, I think.
But
But
see, here's my thing. Here's my thing with USC, right? They went with the right approach last year, and when he got shooters for her to spread the
mm-hmm,
ball, to spread out the offense, they
mm-hmm.
just didn't put him on the goddamn floor with her.
Well, so I guess I would like to understand what was the communication around there because at the end of the year, a lot of them shooters got the hell out of there as quick as they could.
Yeah. You know why? Because, hey, man, you're not going to play us. So what the hell are we here for? And
Well,
so,
do you think? Are you saying that they weren't go? They weren't. Go, they weren't. She wasn't going to play them because you had uh Jazzy coming in and Hall
yeah,
coming in, or
because
just
Jassie's
she
coming
wasn't
in.
going to play them? Period.
What that notion was, at some point, Juju's going to come back, right? That's how they looking at it. Then you got Jazzy. And you already know that Coach G finna play Jazzy just like she played, Kennedy Smith. So from that standpoint, it's hard to be like, man, dang, is Coach gonna play me year two, or is she gonna still be on that bullshit like she was year one? So I can't get mad at those kids for leaving because they got to go what's
Oh, I'm
best for
never
them.
mad they leave.
But when you look
I'm
at
never mad they leave.
But when you look at it from the standpoint of like you see what Howe's doing this whole offseason, right? She working, she up her lighting up Texas and you know what I'm saying, in Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, yo, they couldn't use that at USC? Miss me with it. You just want y'all to play that kid. That's what that kid does. She's the shooter. That's what she do. She'll defend and she gonna shoot that thing. And you got her on the bench and not trying to play her. Like make it make sense.
Yeah, that's wild. So that was my little intro. I'll let you I'm gonna turn it over to you. You starting from 18 or you starting at one?
I'm gonna start from. I'm gonna work my way up to a one because
All right, that's right.
I don't. So here's my thing. I don't necessarily got UCLA winning the Big Ten. I just this is for who's contending to that can who can win the Big Ten. With
Okay.
the right with this is like pens to paper, right? If you had to put if somebody gonna pick somebody, the media is things like that. Who they gonna pick? They gonna pick UCLA. Well, to me, I got I got Michigan as the team to beat in the Big Ten. That's who I got. But
All right. Interesting.
things got to play out though. So when I go from number 18, you got Northwestern, right? They done had this coach there for goddamn near 18 years. He still can't figure out what to do. But I get it, right? It's Notre Dame. I mean, I said Notre Dame. Northwestern is just a school where it's just about education, and you ain't gonna get the best of the best talent. Even though you up in the Windy City, you're not gonna get the best of the best. Well, close to the Windy City, you're not gonna get the best of the best. So it is what it is. Then you look at Rutgers at 17. They lost, their best player who transferred to Penn State, which is going to allow Penn State to be a lot better this year than people expect. But I'm starting to ask the coach, right? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you had a talented kid. You got to figure out what to do with it. But we move on to 16, where you're at the bottom, right? What are we doing here, right? Because this is the group. What are we doing here? Now, I had some things where I was going back and forth when it came to like number 13, but 14 through 18, just what are we doing here, right? What is the true ultimate plan? What is your focus? What are you thinking about? So a place like Purdue, a place like Wisconsin, which Wisconsin should have been a lot better. Let's be real. Y'all had a defensive player that can go and do a lot of different things that y'all let slide over to um, UConn that y'all could have just tremendously built around. But, it's Wisconsin we're talking about. Minnesota's just going to be Minnesota at 14, right? Um, they're never going to be too high. They're never going to be too low. They're always going to be either at the mid or at the end of the road. That's just who they are, what they're going to do. Just calling it real. Now, when you get to 13, I could bump them up to this, it's always something line, which I think I should have did because just 2 years ago, they were playing for the Big Ten championship and the Big Ten championship game. But then last year, they was at the bottom of the bottom. So it's like, damn, man, what are we really doing? And that's how they feel into this category. What are we really doing here? Because you go from almost winning the championship game and almost upsetting Iowa to now at the bottom the next year. You gotta make some things make sense. So when you look at the grand scheme of things, you look at the past champions of the Big Ten, right? It's one of them situations like Nebraska. You had the pieces to get back there. What the hell are you doing? So just what it is. But that's the category. What are we doing here? It's a lot of questions, a lot more questions than ifs. It's not a one or two piece of, hey man, if we do this one or two things, it could be differently. But that's just who they are. So you gotta take who they are for who they are. But moving up to it's always something. Oregon. How can you close the gap, Oregon? You went from like getting all these great players to now it's like, man, we getting suspect players. Oregon should not be in this situation, right? When y'all was in the Pac-12, everything was good, right? You had the Satus of the world, you had the Sabrinas of the world, and now we trying to figure out who we can get to come to Oregon. It's kind of weird. You got all that Nike money up there, and you can't recruit. Make it make sense. It's got to add up. So when you look at Oregon, right, that's why they come in. They check in at number 12 because it's always something, right? They got the money. They had, they had Pop Paul a couple years ago. It's like ever since Pop Paul's been gone, they just been different. Um, and they haven't been recruiting a lot of freshmen, which is kind of weird in the sense of what they after. Now they could be a lot better because they do have a senior dominated team. So you got to put some respect to, it's been some kids that's been around the block, that's been around the rough edges. They should be able to do something. So when you look at the University of Oregon, they should be a lot better. But they checking in number 12 because it's always something. It's always something. It's either a missing piece or a bad coaching job. It's always something to add up to something. Which moves me into my next team, Penn State with the Lions. Now, y'all got better. And y'all got tremendously better on paper this offseason. The problem in the situation is, what are y'all going to do, right? You come in, you get a ball-dominant guard. They can go get 25 any night. Matter of fact, can go get you 30 if she feel good. If she really feeling good, she can go get you 30. Then you bring back a player that you lost in the portal because you got this player, which is tremendous, right? So you lost Gracie. Gracie thought she was going to go over and up to, Maryland. Then she comes back because Kiyomi's there. You had some pieces around her. You had some shooting. You had another quality freshman around her. So now it's like, what are we doing here? You got the pieces to win, right? You bring a 6'4" freshman. I think they could do some things. Samaya Smith, another freshman from Philly. They got a backcourt where if it's all said and done by the end of this season, the real ceiling for Penn State could be possibly 4, where Ohio State sits at. And the floor could be number 11 in the Big Ten. If they do everything right, and I'm talking about execution, playing the right way, defending at a high level, they can literally go from number 11 to possibly 4-3 in the Big Ten. That's how big of a gap it is between this team of what they can do, how they can play, and the overall talent they got. They got a lot of talent on this Penn State team, and it's a lot of slept-on players that's on the Penn State roster. It's not a lot of household names. Now, for me personally, it's 4 household names on there. But for most people, they only see 2. And so that's where they can get you at. That's where they can be sneaky good at, because a lot of people don't know the players that's on Penn State. But Penn State can really be up in this upper echelon by the end of the season. If
You got
everybody
a lot of
potential.
confidence in them.
A lot
of confidence in them. They could get to 3 or 4. Oh
yeah.
No, I don't see it. But I'm here to watch, because I got Washington, I got Michigan State, I got Michigan, I got Maryland.
So here's the thing:
3 or 4. Ooh.
It's their freshman class they brought in. That's what's going to make the difference.
Yeah, I get it.
The difference is going to be their freshman class. Now, they went out and got 4 quality freshmen. They got this kid from Philly, Smith. I'm big on her. I just want to see her get the opportunity. They got the wings, and then they got a bona fide scorer in Kiyomi.
Yeah, but they don't have any leadership, and who's in charge? And so when I look back just at the Big Ten, one thing about the Big Ten is they play slow, boring basketball, but they are methodical with it. And these teams just coming back, they're not bringing in freshmen. So I saw what leaning on the freshmen could do at Ohio State in the Big Ten. So I just, Indiana's gonna be there just because they are. Iowa's gonna be there just because they got experience. And I'm not saying that they're gonna be at 1, 2, 3, or 4, but they're gonna be there knocking. Washington is gonna make a move, I think, this year.
They're gonna make
Michigan,
a big move.
Maryland, like I said, Michigan State. It's gonna be fun to watch. It's gonna be fun to watch, man. For sure.
Get it. 1 through 10, you're gonna watch those games. You can watch 1 through 10 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so anybody past like Penn State is like I could put Penn State at 10. I can move. I'll say 1 through 11. 1 through 11, you're gonna watch from the Big Ten. Everybody from 12 to 18, you ain't watching them. Let's be real. They ain't really got nothing that's gonna excite you to make you want to watch them. But I think Penn State, like their ceiling could be possible top 4, and their floor could be 11. That's how big of a gap it is, right? Because I'm looking at the talent, looking at the athleticism, looking at the pieces they brought in, and the pieces I'm looking at all that stuff, and I'm saying
Rob up here being nice on Monday. He up here being nice on Monday because I got their floor 18. See, here's the thing: you get there and you can't manage that superstar talent that you got coming in there with Gracie Merkel and everything else you got. It could go left real quick. We saw that. So I'm really watching this team to see the how you manage the talent and the brand, because you got the product there now. And then Gracie came back from Maryland because Gracie could have been up there in Maryland. So Gracie's back. What are you doing with that? I have anybody seen Gracie this offseason?
Yeah, but hey, listen, if she gets into any foul trouble, they got a true freshman that she's got to get up to speed. I'm not really confident, but she still got size. You know what I'm saying? So, they got 2 of them. They got a senior, but I'm not. I'm gonna put my hands on a freshman, then I'm gonna leave it to that senior. But they got size. They got everything that you need to be successful. That's what I'm gonna say. It's really gonna come down to coaching. Like, hey, are you executing to the game plan? Because there's nothing that you can't say you don't got, because you got everything.
Who is this coach? Are you familiar with this coach?
I'm a little bit familiar with the coach, Coach Karen. Coach Karen. Yeah, Karen, you're gonna have to get on your job, but I'm familiar with her.
So, would you take her over Coquise?
I don't think she's had the talent as Coquise. So this is one of them where you got some real talent. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen what you did without talent. Now let's see what you do with talent.
I mean, listen, they was 1-17 in the conference. I hope now ain't where they can go. Can't go nowhere but up from here. You only won 1 game last year. So there's that. But I mean, when we talk X's and O's and experience, I don't know Carolyn like that. I know the Coquise played at the highest level. So I'm interested.
Yeah. I think this is gonna put her on notice, right? Because you got all this talent now. If she fails, she's probably gonna end up being fired. I'm just being honest. Like, with the talent that you got, if you fail with this, ain't no way you can do is go up. You fine. Like, there's no way you should fail with the talent that you got on this roster.
Mm-hmm.
You got speed at your guards. You got athleticism with your guards. You got athleticism at the wings. You got bigs. You got rebounding. What else is it missing? It's not coming down to, can you really put in a great plan and live and stand by that plan or whatever that is. But here's the thing. I don't think they necessarily have to live and die with living off of the product. I don't think that's necessarily going to be the key, because they have other guards that can get it done. So the product just has to come in and just be a scorer. You don't have to really do anything else. But what you can do is, if you understand how to get your teammates involved, listen. What I want to see from Kiyomi is what she did when she played in the what was that, Afro Cup. That's the Kiyomi I want to see, dropping 33 and 8.
Okay. Now tell me about who played the defense at Penn State.
Who gonna play defense?
Yeah, who's playing defense?
So they got number 2. For us, what, bigs or wings?
Period. Because I know Kiyomi ain't.
I don't worry about that. The one person that's going
I'm looking at it because I know Seller's gonna be looking to score. Kennedy them, Jazzy them gonna be looking to score. Jelani, who y'all putting on Jelani? Kiyomi?
No, they're probably gonna put McFadden, which is a freshman. She's 6 foot. Out of St. Thomas Aquinas. She's a true freshman. They're gonna put her out there. They're gonna use Evans. Um, and then look for Smith to play from out of Philly. She's
Okay.
gonna be the that's the person I would tell you to lock your eyes on, because that's the person that's going to be in the backcourt, more than likely be in the starting backcourt with Kiyomi. Now things could change, right? Because I'm not the head coach. I'm just going off. If I was the head coach, that's who I would start, because I didn't seen this kid play, and I feel like and I know she can deliver the goods. Now that's going to be up to her. I mean, up to the coach what she want to do from that standpoint. But I think Smith can control the game for them as a point guard. She can get up in you defensively. She can, stop, and, she can cut the water hose off and make you do something. So I like this Penn State team more than a lot of people do. I'm more high on this Penn State team than a lot of people are, because I see the talent. I see what the potential that they got. Now it's up to the coach to, now the coach don't notice.
Yeah, I hear you with the talent and everything. I think my thing is that I think they're just a year. They're a year too late. Everybody else is a year ahead now, and I don't know how they get over that hump. Like Swords and Olsen up there in Michigan. Like I said, Jazzy and them down there at SC, Sellers and Howe over here at Washington. Michigan State, quiet as it's kept. You might not know none of their names, but they're gonna be a problem. UCLA, you got the Betts, you got the Betts sisters up there.
Which I don't think that's really a problem, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna say that.
So I saw, but except I saw Gracie versus Warren. We saw that before. She was tired. So unless the conditioning changed at Penn State, what looks different about Gracie Merkel this season? That's where I'm at with it. See, the coach, okay, that's fine. You here. But you didn't have Gracie in shape last year. So did we have a great off season? I'm looking at, you know me. I'm looking for body by Molly type of advance. Let me see type of growth and development. Like we talked about the difference. Just as soon as we said ADR was going to Vandy, he was like, "Oh, she's finna lose 20 pounds."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know what Vandy gonna do. I know what they can do.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying with Penn State. It's like, Gracie, I really wanted to see you with Brenda Freeze, but since you hop back to Penn State, you better be ready to run. You gotta be ready to run now.
I think they're gonna play a little bit faster than what they played last year, but the problem is Gracie gonna be ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And play the up tempo.
Oh gosh. Okay, let's take a side note to talk about the Global Jam real quick.
We can talk about that.
Okay, here we go. So let's back up, because first, Rob didn't watch the gold medal game. That wasn't the game he was telling us to watch. So we ended up watching the gold medal game together. Oh gosh, let me tell y'all something. Hey, listen, Texas got cooked by some players that they ain't got NIL. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
They were getting cooked by players ain't even got no NIL, y'all.
And didn't do nothing in college at that.
MJ, what you? I don't know if MJ's still in here. MJ been saying Madison Booker disappears. He been hollering it for 2 seasons now.
Hey, y'all heard what I said from the get go. Hey, listen, who are you?
But that's a great question. This Dave Wilson, where was this Dave Wilson at LSU? Was this Dave Wilson not there because Kim didn't allow her to be there, or what did you see, Rob, in that situation there, specifically with Dave Wilson?
No, I truly, I was watching it. I'm like, damn, did she got another year? Am I tripping? Like, damn, she getting it. Like, she out here giving it all. Like, she finna come play. Like, she getting ready for the season for real at LSU. Not realizing, she can't even play this year. So you gotta ask yourself,
no eligibility.
Like, you gotta ask yourself, like, man, what's that got going on, man? But that's what happens, man. It's like you start to find out real things when stuff means stuff. When stuff means more, right? You start talking about championships and getting to the championship game. It's all fun and games to get there. It's a difference to go deliver the goods. And I keep telling y'all, when it's time for Madison Booker to get up on that grand stage and to that championship, man, who are you? Where you at? She had 7
I don't remember.
Go ahead.
I don't remember seeing. I'm sorry. I don't remember seeing Oldacre get up off the bench at all. Was Oldacre the difference in this game?
I don't think so.
And I remember I know we didn't because we talked about Oldacre ended up we seen that she had the boot on.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Because some people, some Texas fans, that's gonna be their thing. Well, Oldacre didn't play. Okay, that's fine. Well, Oldacre ain't a starter.
Yeah.
And for the life of me, I can't figure out how she's not a starter. So what and I know this ain't the global jam conversation, but now that we're here,
no,
I do want you to answer that question. What do you think that means that she's not a starter? At first, I thought maybe last year it was like, okay, she transferred in from, I think, was that Miami? I think she came in from Miami or Florida, one of those Florida schools. So I thought maybe she was just getting used to Vic's system. Do you expect her to be the starter this year?
No. So here's my thing. It don't.
Wait, whoa.
She's in this boot because they ain't taking this shit serious down there.
Wait a minute. Okay, let me ask you this. Let me back up because maybe we don't even have to have this conversation. Is Oldacre a WNBA caliber player for you?
No, because she ain't taking that serious. You show me right. You show me right now. Like, first of all, you went to a program that really don't develop people, so that's where we can start at right there, right? Mm-hmm. Tell me the last time you seen somebody develop at Texas as a big. That's in the league. Oh wait.
Man, I can't think of nobody from Texas in the league except Kevin Durant. Remind me.
It ain't nobody.
I ain't being funny. I'm not. That's real. That's real. And y'all know I take my medicine, so it could just be early today. But remind me, who is it?
Nobody. They don't develop bigs.
Who is it from Texas? Yeah, she had a boot on and didn't play. Yeah, Cunningham looked like Arizona, and as of now, they still have 3-point shooting problems. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. Yeah, no, not back. No, we don't even have to get back there real quick. Let's talk about Cunningham because Cunningham. Okay, let me back up. That's Cunningham that played with Jada, right? That's Cunningham that played with Jada. Is that right? At Arizona. Okay.
Yeah.
Did she look less in shape to anybody?
I'm telling you. All right,
she looked like she was more in shape with Adia at Arizona. Rob didn't even recognize her at first. I said, ain't that's her. He said, no, that ain't. I said, yeah, no. He said, oh yeah, that is her. Yeah. The other comment, and we usually don't share mansion conversations outside of the mansion, but the other thing, since I said it, I'm gonna say it. The other thing I said to Rob is, as much as I like Preston, she don't look no different than the last time I saw her last year. Much as I like Preston, she didn't look any different than the last time I saw her last year. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing to me. What does that say to y'all about Vic in that program?
Hey, listen. You know who the last person that left Texas that's in the W? That's Shug.
Okay.
That's the last person, and she from my city. She from my city, so I can't say nothing bad about Shug. She from my city, but I wouldn't say nothing bad about her anyway because I like her. But when you look at across the board, you went to a program that don't even develop people and get anybody to the league. So you want me to buy into the process about a big? Man, you making a wrong choice.
Yeah, that's a hard sell right there, Rob. That's a hard sell. Oh, that's a hard sell. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to our regularly scheduled program, but great question. That was a great. That was a great.
Michelle, I'm just glad somebody's seeing what I've been already preaching to y'all, and like everybody was high on Texas. I'm like, what you high on Texas for? What they gonna deliver for you? They gonna keep. Man, listen. They don't be just. They gonna get to the top, and they gonna fall every time because they don't even know what to do when they at the top. Because once you're at the top and that target on your back, right, you got to sustain that. If you ain't never been there, it's going to be hard to sustain it. I'm just saying. Like I said, Cunningham would have been best off going to SMU. But she done got down to Texas. She got start eating down there. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I wanted her to go to Iowa State with Jada.
Yeah, I could have took that. Oh, that would have been a problem. That would have been a problem if she would have went to Iowa State.
Well, yeah, because if you could go with Cunningham or Crooks, Cunningham Crooks, with some Jada mixed in there and some Addie Brown. I thought. Well, remember when they first hit the portal, we thought they were going to be a package deal. I was surprised.
There was a package deal. The difference is Texas didn't want Jada. That's what it is.
Man, stop.
I'm being honest. You. I'm just being honest. Texas.
You can say what you want. You can say what you want. The girl a bucket though. You can say what you want about the girl. The girl gonna score for you. They couldn't use that. Vic couldn't use that.
Hey, listen. They high bent on these 5'8" guards. They can't. They don't got no jump shot, man.
I cannot wait. But, look, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Yesterday, y'all, when we was watching the game, all I kept thinking about is I can't wait till Raven post Rory up again. That was my exact thought. Do you hear me? Every time she touched the ball, I was like, I can't wait.
It's gonna be a lot of posting up. I'm telling you that right now. It's gonna be a lot of posting up happening because people gonna be getting posted up against Texas. Hey man, y'all saw through 2 minutes regardless if y'all want to. Boy, it's gonna be barbecue chicken alert up in that thing, man. Hey man, your turn, my turn, everybody turn. Get them on the block.
You don't think?
Let's go to
you
work.
don't think that's the same thing they thinking about South Carolina? You can start them miniature guards if you want to. The tonight and Raven don't give a big size.
But here's the thing though, they're a lot stronger.
I know. I'm betting on it.
But then also when you look at Raven wingspan, go post up.
Don't get me started.
That's gonna be a block. So that's kind of it. Roy and them, they're just miniature. Like they don't have no length about them. They just miniature. So it's like when you get them on the block, hey man, that's barbecue chicken alert, man. Who wants some of this? You want some? What flavor of barbecue you want?
Sweet baby Ray's. What kind you want? Listen, Michelle, I saw the same thing. I said the same thing. I was glad to see Rory moving out there confidently, cutting, playing hoops without that brace on. That was good to see. But again,
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. You know the team I thought about when I seen Texas play and the way they was playing?
Who that?
I was thinking about Michaela Blakes and Vandy. That's what I was thinking about. I said, boy, y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble. Because when y'all see this Vandy team, boy, y'all go, man, it's up. I just couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. I can't even. I ain't gonna hold you. I can't wait to see this Texas team. Yeah, they have some real problems. They got some real problems there. And still can't nobody shoot. And then y'all out there doing a disservice to the freshmen out there. So it is what it is.
We sorry to break up this Big Ten talk with the SEC, but it just mean more. It just mean more. So, but we'll get back to the Big Ten. Where do we interrupt you at? Where you at now?
So we had number 10.
Indiana.
We had number 10, Indiana. Overall, they got a good collection of roster. They brought in some good freshmen. They brought in 2, but the 2 freshmen they brought in is good quality freshmen that can go get it done. Both of the freshmen they brought in had size, so that's a good thing. Indiana is just one of them weird teams. They had a lot of freshmen last year as sophomores, so this should be a different version team, but they also got a lot of transfers. So anytime you bring in a lot of transfers, and then you had a big freshman class last year that's sophomores now, it looks a little different. So they lost a lot, they gained a lot, but I got them smack dead in the middle of the pack because of their coaching mainly.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's more of the coaching than anything.
You lose Garzon. Yardine Garzon is a big loss for them, right? That's a big. I want to say that was their top scorer. I didn't watch a lot of Hoosier basketball, but I think Garzon was their top scorer, if not top 3 for sure. But one thing about the Hoosiers, and you got them 10, and they like smack in the middle in this picture. The coach been there 11 years. It seems they're gonna find a way to win 10 games in the conference. Yep. She's gonna get to 20 games on the season. It appears. I think that's Morin over there.
Yeah, Garzon was that leading scorer.
Okay, yeah. So they figure out how to get to 10 wins. They get to the overall 20. They play tough. They play boring. I don't know how the people that's playing them stay up when they playing them. I mean, they up for real. I'm almost asleep, and it's like, oh man, they in the league? How?
which
That's
is
Indiana Hoosier basketball.
which is kind of crazy though, because they're a basketball state.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Boring
the crazy
basketball.
part. That's the crazy part about it, is they're a boring state. And you know what's crazy? Their second leading scorer came from Penn State from last year.
And they bought in a couple transfers, I believe.
They did.
Somebody from UCLA too. Zanaya.
She didn't do none of that. She didn't do nothing at
But I was getting ready to ask you, do you expect her to make a difference here in the at Indiana?
see, here's the thing. You know, UCLA lost their entire freshman class. This
Mm-hmm.
girl can actually play. You just didn't get to see it at UCLA because it was the Lauren Betts show. And so when they went out and recruited, think about this. Everybody they lost all their front court. They recorded a whole front court behind Lauren, right? With the attentions on, hey man, they gonna give him some minutes. Well, they never took him off the bench because Lauren was dominating so many minutes on the floor that they ain't even play him. So, hey, well, I'm gonna stay around for year two of this, knowing that Baby Betts coming in. That don't make sense. Because I know I'm
Mm-hmm.
definitely ain't finna play. I see how
Exactly.
you treat Lauren, and then you finna bring in Baby Betts? Oh, no, I ain't finna play. I might as well transfer. Now, I'm not saying that they're on Baby Betts' level,
Mm-hmm.
but they serviceable, that they can go out there and play. And the thing that's interesting with me, with her, the one that they actually got, Z, is that she played with Team USA, so she's used to playing with, you know, better players around her. So and she's used to sharing a lot. So I don't think that necessarily is a big thing. It's more about, can she get minutes on the floor? You're not asking her to do a lot, right? Can she come and get you 4 or 5 rebounds? Can she come in and get you 7 or 8 points? That's serviceable. That's really all you need her to do, and I think she can do that for him.
Yeah, I think I don't have nothing else on. I don't have nothing else on Indiana. Let's talk Michigan State. I'm really interested here.
They got some twins up there.
Well, you know what? I think so. Michigan State was kind of sneaky good last year. I don't think anybody expected them to get the 11 wins. They no. Everybody was talking Michigan, right? Swartz, Olsen. Nobody saw Michigan State coming. I believe both Michigan and Michigan State made it to the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
What's interesting here is that I feel like they brought in some players that are going to make them a little bit more athletic than they were, right? So this Jaylen Brown maybe, and Rashonda Jones, either one of them giving them some athleticism. What are you
Yeah,
thinking there?
yeah. I like the twins they brought in that nobody really know about, and they both 6'2". I like the
Oh, what's the
twins.
twins' names? What's the twins' name? Put the twins' names out there. I'm sorry, I don't got the roster in front of me.
Amy Terrace and what's the other twin name? I can't think of what the twin name is. Anna and Amy.
Okay, Amy and Anna. Okay, y'all run
Yeah,
them lights up for us. Thank you.
yeah. I really like them. I really like them. Now, a
So
lot of
this is a 2 year. This is a 2 year coach though. How do you like Robin? Is it Frolic? How do you like Robin? And then they're bringing back Grace Van Sluten, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do you like this coach? 2 years in, what do you think?
She finna put the Big Ten on notice. That's all. She finna put them on notice. It's a lot of people. Now, one thing about coaching, people may not be familiar with your game, right? You still go people because it was your first year, so they're not used to seeing what you're gonna do. If you can make adjustments, things like that. Now, she's coached at other places before then, but when you look at the grand scheme of things, you don't know what, just because she hasn't played in this league. Now coming into year two, now it's like, okay, now we know what she will run in certain type of situations. How do we counter that? What she said was basically, I'm gonna counter that with better players. I'm gonna do the exact same thing, but now I got better players on the roster. So now what? Now I thought it was gonna be another set of twins that was gonna ultimately land here, that didn't come here, which is kind of surprising to me. But I do think they got more athletic this offseason though.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. Now they were a number 7 seed. You said putting the Big Ten on notice. The Big Ten on notice for what? That they can
I
rival. That they can. That they can. compete for the championship?
They could be in conversation. That's what I'm gonna say. They can be in conversation. Hey, number
Okay.
zero. Watch out for number 0, Jordan. Watch out for Jordan.
Okay.
She's a bucket getter. She's a true
Okay.
freshman, but she's a bucket
So
getter.
last year I had Michigan going 1-1. How do you see them compete with each other this year? Do you see one being superior to the other, or could you see them both winning at home?
It's gonna be a tough battle because see, Michigan. One thing about Michigan, I don't know if Michigan State can match up with the size just yet. Now, Michigan State has some size, but I don't know because when you look at Michigan, they can really go out there and put a lineup and say, "Hey man, we're gonna go 6-2 across the board. What you gonna do about it? Can you stop us and go clean the glass?" I don't know if Michigan State has that where they can match up with the size. That's the part I'm still waiting to see. Now, athleticism wise, they'll be able to match them, but I don't know what it looks like when it's all come together and they're out there playing on the floor. That's the piece I want to see. Which I think basketball should have a true everybody should be able to play in the summertime, and not just every 4 years or every 2 years.
Oh, that's a great idea. I want to throw this out there before you move to the next team, and just your thoughts here. I feel like I think it was UCLA, SC, and Washington that came in from the Pac. And I think Oregon, right, came in from Pac-12.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember the last Pac-12 tournament before they came to the Big Ten, they were getting at it. They were up and down the floor. It was tough. It was physical. Not as physical as the SEC, right? But physical. Probably the next most physical conference after the SEC that season. Can you see UCLA, SC, and Washington, even Oregon a little bit, being able to kind of play on some of that physicality and toughness that they're bringing to kind of maybe dominate in the Big Ten this season? Because I feel like they could get a little tough with teams sometimes, and a little bit more physical than some of these teams were used to playing with, and I think that could be an advantage for them. But your thoughts on that one?
So UCLA, they want to be more of the bully ball team.
Uh-huh.
USC wants to be more of the finesse team.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon, they're in between. They want to be both. They want to be a little bit of finesse, a little bit of bully ball, and then Washington they want to be more finesse with the opportunity to be physical. So they all bring something different to the table per se. So I'll just say, from a standpoint, they had an advantage because a lot of teams didn't have. Like I said, when you come in, to a conference, people don't know, what I'm saying, what you like to do, tendencies and things like that, because you're there's not data in the conference. Now, once you put data in that conference, now people know how to act accordingly. So what you've seen was most people ain't got size because of UCLA, right? That's pretty much how UCLA won, right? They just have more size than everybody. They're just more bigger than everybody, and they just sort of bullying a lot of teams. Now this year, people went out and actually yo, we gotta go get size, regardless of the fact that they can play or not. We gotta go get size. So that's just the truth of the matter. But that's the only thing that worries me about the Michigan team is that they can go 6-2 across the board and put a lineup, but they don't really have a true center. That's the only thing that why I haven't labeled them as the champs that can go win it all, because they don't have that true center. But they do got, if they want to go out there, Swords could be the smallest player at 6'1", and everybody else is 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, but yeah.
Say that again.
Sila plays big.
Yeah.
Right, so you can put her out there at 6'1", but she can have a 6'3" impact, if that makes sense. And I don't know what her wingspan is. I'm not talking about that. Just she plays big. She got a big IQ for the game.
I I mean, when you look at their roster, right, it's 6'2", 6'3", 5'10", 6'2", 6'2", 6'2", 6'2", 6'3", 6'1", 6'1", 5'8", 5'10", 6'6", 6'1". They ain't got a lot of people with 5 starting with the name on it. It's only 3 people. So that tells you they can go big and they go put some length out on the floor. I just don't. My biggest thing is when they get to UCLA, I don't know what that looks like right now going into this year versus last year. You know what I'm saying? Now because now they got more experience, right? But I don't know what that looks like. You know, still having to go up against 2-step bets. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
Yeah, but another question though too, Rob, is gonna be I hear you saying that they can go big, right? Okay, so they can go big, but is that big and athletic and strong, or is that big and slow? What is that? It's one
No,
thing to be big, but if you
so here's
slow, it don't matter how big you are.
so here's the thing. What I'm saying, all these 6'2" and 6'3" girls, you can mix and match based upon who you playing. That's what I'm saying. So you can have 6'2", 6'2", and be all shooters on the floor, or you can go 6'2" with athleticism on the floor. You can go 6'2" and put a long, lengthy zone. Like they can mix and match based upon who they playing, and they can either muck up the game. They can play spread this thing out, and we just gonna shoot this mother, shoot you out the gym. Like they can play so many different ways with the caliber players they went out and recruited across the board.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing about it. So that's what I'm saying. I just don't know what it looks like against UCLA. Everybody else, I'm confident with them playing. It's UCLA because UCLA they got bigger bigs than them, which that really don't mean if you understand how to leverage, and defensive scheme, because your length can cause trouble where the guards can't get the ball to her. So now she's just out there. She's got to get everything off the glass. And if you're doubling down, tripling down on the glass, it's gonna be hard to get extra rebounds. So that's the part I don't know yet. That's a wait and see process. But as far as the length wise and what Michigan brings to the table, they could win it all in the Big Ten, I should say.
I think we skipped to Michigan. So
Yeah, we just skipped. Yeah, we finna come
we
back
gotta
down
go.
to
We gotta go back to Iowa. But that conversation just came because I asked a question about Michigan State, Michigan. So my bad. So we'll go back down to the Hawkeyes. But yeah, Michigan will challenge. I think Michigan definitely will challenge for Big Ten title this year. Yeah, they'll challenge. They'll get it back. Iowa. Oh, they got him supposed to coming back. But they lost Lucy Jordan. Also, to Oklahoma, they got an Eddie Hill. Uh, I'm six people talking about like that.
I don't know if it's me or I could barely hear you.
You got me now?
Got you, loud and clear.
Yeah. I was saying you got Hannah Stokey. Hannah Stokey is the returner there. You lost Lucy Jordan Olsen. Sydney A. Falter. I don't know much about Addie Deal, who's their 5-star recruit coming in. Uh,
You want
I'm
you want you
like
want you
that.
want to know? You want to know?
Yeah, go ahead.
They're gonna try to make her the kid. They're gonna try to make her the new version of Caitlin Clark.
But they tried that with Lucy Olsen. And so I want to know, Addie Deal, is she more Lucy Olsen or is she more Caitlin Clark? Because Lucy's not Caitlin. Like Lucy can shoot that thing, but Lucy really get after it. Lucy got a different kind of motor than Caitlin, if you will. If I had to pick between the two, people would probably be mad at me, but I would take Lucy Olsen. Me, I would if I had to pick between Lucy and Caitlin, I would take Lucy. But uh, how do you see her? How do you see Addie Deal panning out? And if you're
Uh,
Jan Jensen as a coach, why do you want that? I'm not Lisa Bluter. I'm Jan Jensen. I don't need. You know what I mean? Let me know your thoughts on that, coach. Too.
because they just missed that presence. I mean, they always been known as a shooting team. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's just who they are. They got 2 quality freshmen coming in that I like on their roster. And see me, I seen some of these kids at a younger age to see what they develop into. So I kind of got a different perspective on a lot of things. They do got a 6'5" freshman coming in too. They don't really nobody talk about that can move the needle there. But it's different, right? I think the team is definitely built around Hannah, as it should be, right? She's the senior. She's been there. She's done it. She's been to the championship game. So you still got this. Now, what I will say is this the most these the most black kids I've seen on the Iowa team in a long time. I will say that. But
Well, I mean,
they bringing a good.
we had a history. See, Vivian Stringer used to be there.
Yeah, they brought in a
They went
good.
away from their history.
Yeah, they brought in a good freshman class. But they are looking for this girl to be like Caitlin Clark, shoot a lot of threes, do a lot of different things, because that's what she likes to do. She likes to shoot that thing. She likes to shoot it. That's why they went out and recruited her. That's why they put so much time and effort to get her. And that's pretty much the dream that they sold her. So, hey, man, you can come here, you could develop, you could be Kaylin, the new Kaylin Clark of Iowa.
That's your goal.
I mean,
That's your goal.
if you turn on her highlight tape, that's all you're gonna see is her shooting a lot of threes, shooting it off the dribble, catching off the dribble. Every time you turn around, she's shooting that thing. So she she'll drive it, but we'll see. But that's what they recruited her to be.
Well, okay. I don't know how that benefits them. I thought that this year they would like Stokey would be the focus, especially after playing in USA ball. And I didn't not like Stokey in USA basketball. She's playing different than when Bluter was there.
She has to,
Um, but
she has to because she has to, present something for the WNBA.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, if that's where you're going, or if that's where you're trying to go, I should say.
No, she'll be in the league. She's gonna get drafted. She brings the skill set to the W.
No. I was just saying if that's where she wanted to go. I didn't know if she wanted to go there. Some people want to go play overseas. I didn't know what her actual
No, her goal is to
what her
actually play in the
aspiration
league.
is. But I think um Stokey is probably like uh Anissa and KB in the sense that they had her playing as a big, and she's not going to be that in the WNBA. So it was good to see her kind of show off a different skill set at Team USA than I've seen her display. And I hope she gets some more. She gets a chance to do some more of that this year. Because she's gonna need to be able to show that she can kind of be like other than what I mean. I don't know if she's a wing or if she can be a point forward or which I want her to be, but she's not a true 4 or 5. I don't think in this league.
She's gonna be a 3-3-4. That's what she's gonna up
But I know that she can defend a big, but it's better if she don't have to.
in. Yep.
Night in and night out, I would say. Who we got coming up next? Oh, Illinois. Interesting.
What's interesting about it?
Because I think Illinois got a 5-star recruit coming in. Illinois, and then
that's a common thing about this, right? Everybody got a 5-star or something coming in.
Yeah, but Illinois, they're at 7, right? Michigan State, we got them challenging Michigan in the game that they played with it, but Illinois ranked higher than them. Illinois ranked higher than Iowa. I can't remember the last time Illinois even really did anything.
Well, so
but I don't pay a lot of attention to them. So when I saw that they had this 5-star coming in, Destiny Jackson, I think that's Illinois Miss Basketball, so she stayed home. I want to see what's going on.
Well, the reason why I got them ranked higher is the simple fact that Iowa has way more newer pieces than Illinois does. Right, Illinois is returning a lot, and they actually They actually had a great season last year. Um, they were 22-10 last season. They went 11-7 in conference, and they returning a lot of players on the roster. Versus Iowa is still trying to figure out what the hell they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? They got a bunch of new pieces, but no, Destiny Jackson, she's a go getter. She got a motor on her, and that kid plays balls to the wall. Um, so, and then they also brought another kid in from Australia.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so they backcourt. They should be even stronger on that in their backcourt than they was last year. Um, Now, my question for them is, you know what I'm saying, what does the wing look like? Now, they do got some centers, but can they hold up on the wings, right? They got a 6'7" center, they got a 6'6" center, and they got a 6'3" forward. So, how does it hold up, right? Behind you. So, they got the guard play. They return a lot of players, so now what does it look like?
What does it look like is the question. What does it look like? And I have no idea. I have never paid that much attention to Illinois, so it's gonna be interesting to keep up with them a little bit.
Yeah,
And this Destiny
it's a lot
Jackson
of.
player.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's a lot of players that people that didn't pay attention to Illinois. Illinois smacked Florida State at the beginning of the year. Did nobody even pay attention to it?
I mean, Illinois. I remember, hearing their name here and there, right? Illinois. They did this, they did that, but for the most part, no. Um, no, it wasn't much. It wasn't much conversation around it.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Ashley? Uh, so again, and then this coach, I think this will be our third year there. Be our third year there, so that should be fun too.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the teams they actually lost to, right? This is the teams they lost to last year. They lost to Michigan. They lost to USC, UCLA. That was expected,
Mm-hmm.
right? Those are the upper echelon teams. But everybody else, you know what I'm saying, they was handing out, 10, 15-point smacking on people. You get what I'm saying? They beat Maryland last year. Uh, they beat the hell out of Purdue, Northwestern. Michigan State is really like the only like loss where it's like that was a surprising loss last season because we just didn't know who Michigan State was. I'm having that
Mm-hmm.
first year coach. But for the most part, outside of that, like they was handling business. Now I think I don't think they'll lose to Minnesota this year like they did last year. I don't think that'll happen. I think they'll lose to Washington again.
I
But it
mean,
was
they lost Bostic, Bryant, McKenzie, right? It's kind of like a transition year. What does real success look like for them? Like
right,
what does that look like for them?
right. So yeah, they had a
Because they young, like you said, they young. They lost a lot of firepower. So, but like you said, they got a core that kind of played together a little bit more than some of these other teams. So it's gonna be interesting. Illinois is a wild card, I think.
yep.
They're gonna be one of those teams that I think can. It sounds like can beat can win any game in the Big Ten. It can lose any game in the Big Ten.
Yep.
Illinois was balling at one point, and it was a buzz of conversation around them regionally. Yeah, Washington was hooping last year. Did Illinois get up as high as like? Did they crack the top 10 last year? 9 or something? Did they get up that high? I don't
Uh,
remember. Y'all let me know.
I know they was ranked when they played Kentucky. I just don't know what the ranking was.
I know that they went into the tournament. It looked like as a number 8 seed, but I don't know how high their
Yeah,
ranking got as far as like top 25s or whatever.
and they did.
But gonna be interesting to
So
watch.
they did. They played the Creighton Blue Jays in the tournament.
Creighton Blue Jays,
They beat them, and they
our
lost.
favorite.
They end up losing to Texas. That's who they end up losing to
Okay, all
in the
right.
tournament. Goddamn Creighton Blue Jays.
Creighton Blue Jays, buddy. All right, let's let's keep it rolling. Let's talk Washington. I don't, Washington came in and had more success in the Big Ten than I think people even thought they was gonna have. Rob, that's what I would say. I think that's team
Most
that
people.
lately up there.
That's because most people look at Washington as like a more of a basketball school than anything else. So that's what it is. But this Washington team might want to pay close attention to.
I mean, they was only 500 in the conference, right? But they got their first. They went to the tournament for the first time in like I don't know 10, 12 years. It's 2017, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Well, Sellers got a
they
running
were
mate.
efficient offense. They got from I did some research. Efficient offense. They led the Big Ten in field goal, 3-point, and free throw percentage during the conference.
Say
Field
that one
goal,
more
three
time.
point,
Yeah.
field goal, 3-point, and free throw percentage during conference play. They are a balanced team. They are a balanced team. That Sellers up there. She was had an honorable mention, I think, on as like all Big Ten honors. They added some talent, man. What are you thinking about them? I want to hear what you think about them, and I got a couple
See,
questions.
here's my thing. They added some talent, but they don't even got them on the website. Like,
I don't know. I don't know what's up with people on their website.
they added some real talent, and they don't even got them on the website. Like, what are we doing right now? But they do got
I have no idea.
they do got Sellers. They got her. They do got how. But you know what I'm saying, some things that we do know. Now they do lose a player to the draft, Daniels. But I expect them to shoot the three ball at a high rate. I expect them to get to the free throw line at a high rate. I expect them to run quality offense. That's just who their coach is. She's going to run quality offense. So I just expect them to be dominant in key areas where it's shooting at. I expect them to be great at that. That's one thing I do. So she's always had good shooting teams. She might not have the talent, but she's always had good shooting teams.
So, uh, we
We haven't got
you
to
sure you
Ohio
right
State
on
yet.
time? We ain't got to them yet. We just on 6. We on Washington, so you right on time. Uh, can this backcourt that they got up there, Sellers and is it Ladine L? Is that her name? Uh, can they be one of the top duos in the country, or not in the country? I'm sorry, in this conference. In this conference,
Yeah, for
I don't
sure,
I don't want to put the country pressure on them.
for sure, for sure.
But how do you see them replacing the interior scoring and rebounding they lost with Daniels going out?
I gotta see their full roster because I can't remember everybody off the top of my head of everybody they got.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to see the full roster, and then I can better give you I can better let you know. It's surprising that they don't got them like their roster up there with it being so close to the season, to official practice and everything starting, and goddamn class start either for them, this week or next week. Like you should have a goddamn roster up.
Yeah, that's weird. But I think people still taking pictures or something, keeping stuff up.
Man,
Uh,
hell, you can, like, it don't take you to start put some names on there. You know what I'm saying? You could be like UFC and just put everybody's name up there. Don't have to worry about the picture.
yeah, I can't find nothing on them. Can't find nothing on them, folks. Try to find them for y'all. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they still got old schools. They still got the old schools up right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't find them anywhere. So I mean, yeah, we'll keep an eye on Washington. I don't know what their schedule looks like. I know it was
Now I'll say this
there
for
was a
Washington.
oh
Washington
good.
selling could definitely be top four for sure. And their floor could be any to 8, 4 to 8. I mean, anywhere the top four to possibly 8 is their floor for the year in the conference. I think the Big Ten is a little bit deeper this year than it was last year, as far as overall depth.
Okay.
Which is saying something, right? I don't think there was a lot of talent in the Big Ten last year, like it is this year. The Big Ten definitely got a lot of more 5 stars than normal because they're not generally a 5 star rich conference where they get a lot of 5 stars to come into the conference. So to see a bunch of 5 stars coming into the conference, either former 5 stars or current 5 stars that's coming from the high school range coming into the conference, it's a great thing for them. It just now, what does it look like being a 5 star talent in the Big Ten? Because everybody think about the Big Ten as boring basketball. So a lot of 5 stars don't want to go play in the Big Ten because it's boring basketball. So what does it look like?
Yeah, I noticed that there was I don't know, it could be boring, it could be slow, but it also can be effective. It can be scary too. They had an SEC team on the ropes last year, and
Oh yeah,
they
yeah.
didn't pop back. They didn't pop back up on them. They said, "I will pass on them. We ain't going back that way." But
See the thing
like I
about it,
said,
it can make it effective is because they make you have to execute and have court, and that's where a lot of SEC teams struggle at.
good point.
And just want to inform you that Zaya Cooks has signed a contract to go back to Seattle for the rest of the year.
Interesting. Well, well, let me act right first. Hold on.
I just want to put that out there. You know?
Tanya Cook back to Seattle. Why? Why would that be? Especially if you thought it was slim.
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm wondering the same thing.
I'm glad you my damn got back to work. Who's going? Is this room we can Zaya back? What happened? Somebody help me understand.
Yeah,
Somebody leave Seattle.
they
Um, it's always good to have a Gamecock back. Uh,
I'll just be trying to know what the hell going on in Seattle. Like,
they
y'all
don't
either
know.
want to play or y'all don't want to play. Y'all either want to play or y'all don't want to play.
They have no idea, Rob. That's the problem.
Like, y'all, it's just weird. But she signed for the rest of the season, so that's
Get
great
the
for them.
bag. Get the bag. So come on, let's get to it. Come on, man, let's get to it. We into these last 5. We only these last 5, and you got South Carolina, Southern California, who South Carolina is gonna play in November. Is it November 15th?
Yeah, they got to ask what the load. Don't worry about it.
November 15th. November 15th. Now, my hot take at the beginning of my hot take after FIBA basketball was that Kennedy Smith is not at Southern Cal after this season. Uh, the way that kid broke out at FIBA, at USA Hoops, uh, and with the talent that they brought in there, if the talent is who they say they are, right? Like if that talent is who they say they are, like if Jazzy is who he says she is, if Juju is back, like they say she can be back, and some people are saying that Juju is back as soon as February. And then you got Sanaya Hall coming in there. Kennedy Smith feels like I hoop her out to me, and I feel like that because they tried to make her just a defensive nightmare last year. And when Juju got hurt, man, that kid showed off a bag that had me like, oh damn, why y'all didn't have her doing some more of that? Could have been in a better position if she'd have did more of that right there. You could have used that scoring. And then when I saw her partner with no breaks Blake's, that's a tandem I want to see more of. That's a duo I didn't know I needed in life. The defense, the heat that they could, y'all remember that song? The heat is on. Hey, the heat is on with them 2 kids out there. It's cookies. It's up with them. The speed, the way they played off each other in USA basketball, I would love to see them 2
Hey,
and Vandy more than I would love to see those two
hey,
at Southern Cal. What you got?
I'm telling you right now, let them go mess it up. She gonna be a Vandy. Don't worry about it.
So I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's my big news on Southern Cal. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like they're loaded with talent. I know people say Juju's back in February. If Juju's back in February, maybe that changes the trajectory on what they look like for the end of the year. But I think that Kennedy Smith is a talent that deserves to be one first or second option, not third or fourth or just play defense. So that's my hot take on them. And then Jazzy, we watch Jazzy all summer. Looking to see how she turns up. I'm looking forward to it. I ain't gonna hold y'all. The game I got scheduled is the game I got circled is Ohio State, Southern Cal. I'm here for the Jelani Jazzy meetup matchup. Let's get it. Yeah, that's the one. Maybe Jazzy versus Kiyomi at Penn. I don't know, but for sure Jazzy and Jelani.
For
What you got, Rob?
USC, for USC,
So what?
you said for USC. That's the game you got circled.
Yeah. For to see Jazzy matched up against Jelani. Yeah, yeah.
I got that NC State. That's what I'm waiting
No,
on
no, no,
right
no,
out the
no. I'm
gate.
looking. No. We just talking Big Ten conference.
Oh, okay.
We
Big
just
Ten
talk. I'm
conference.
just talking conference. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
just
got you. I got
I'm
you. I
looking
got
into conference. When I look at the conference, it's like you know, Jazzy's smooth. She's athletic. She gets to her spots. You can't rush her. I'm looking at a lot of these guards in this league, in this conference, are going to be too slow, unathletic to really deal with what she brings. Even though she's not a bulky, push you out the way, bully you type. You got to be able to catch her. She's smooth with it too. So most of these teams, they ain't even got nobody gonna be able to match up with her. So that's why I got Ohio
you.
State Cup circle.
I got Maryland circled. I want to see them match up
Yeah,
against Maryland
yeah,
because I know Maryland.
yeah.
I know Maryland gonna be more athletic than a lot of teams are. So I'm waiting to see what that looks like. See
Maryland
what
brought
they.
some talent in, but then they also lost Gracie. So you got who's that coming back? Is that name Bree? Who was that got hurt at Maryland? Y'all, come on, what's her name?
I'm
Is that
trying to.
McDaniel up there? They got a hooper. They got a straight hooper that went down in Maryland in the season. I
No,
believe her name is Bree.
they always
But
got
y'all
somebody
remind me in the
going off.
chat who that was. But I think she's back this season. It was McDaniel. Thank you, Bree McDaniel. Uh, she should be back. Maryland will make some noise. I just felt like Gracie Merkel. I was like, okay, y'all got some size. I want to see what Brenda Freeze does with that. Now I'm not so sure. Now I'm not. I ain't gonna say I'm not so sure. I'm just not as excited. If that makes sense. Like I'm just not as excited. I was really wanting to see Gracie Merkel get out of Penn State to see what another coach could do with her. So I'm a little let down from there. But Maryland though still
Well,
top
well,
top five
Maryland,
top five
but
team in this conference for sure.
here's the thing. Maryland got the guard from Indiana that you was just talking about. She's at Maryland.
Yeah, they got Garzon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. Gracie had me more excited
I
because
feel you.
still with all of that Maryland, I don't think you don't beat Michigan. You don't have the size against UCLA,
Yeah.
and I don't think you.
Sasha was gonna kill him.
Yeah, so Gracie, great. It was like, oh, all of that and some size. Let's go. Now it's like, okay, Maryland. Okay, yeah, y'all can be top five.
Yeah. From the guard standpoint, they're fine. Where they gonna have a real issue at is defensively on the glass. That's where they gonna have a real issue at. They got
Mm-hmm.
the they got the wing depth. They got the guards, which can help you win. But man, when they got to play against real bigs, they might be in some trouble for real. They
I'm
can't
being fair.
rebound.
I'm being fair if it's what I say. I'm being fair.
They gotta you know what I'm saying. They need one of these forwards to really step up.
We're gonna be the star. We're gonna be the star. But yeah, I
Uh,
agree. Gracie would have taken them over the top. Uh,
unless they count on this foreign freshman at 6'4" to do some work.
so if you had to pick between Garzon and Eakins, who you taking?
Girls on.
Okay. Funny though.
Size, length. I'm gonna take that over Nickens.
I don't know. I like what I saw the Nickens in that USA ball.
I wasn't overly impressed with Nickens. She was all right to me in the tournament.
Well, I know that Nickens' point would never be to play defense for me. That's why I wasn't necessarily interested in Nickens being a gamecock, but sniper, Garzona sniper too. But Nickens too.
But see,
I don't think
with
you lose
Garzona,
with either one of the kids. I don't think you lose with either one of them.
yeah, my thing with Garzona, she could put the ball on the ground and she could do a little more versatility stuff outside of just shoot it. And she's understood how to be the leading scorer and how to be more efficient with her shots at Indiana. So that's why I'm taking her over Neekins. Because Neekins like shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna spray this mug. You know what I'm saying? What else I'm doing outside of that? That's my
we gonna find out this. We gonna find out this season, ain't we?
Oh yeah, we gonna find out for sure. Trying to figure out who UCLA playing off. They ain't got it up yet. So we're trying to find out who UCLA playing in the off season.
So you like Garzone, Schmeichel, Puffenbarger? Oh, that's everybody that's up there. Yeah, it ain't moving me like that.
I'm trying to see who UCLA trying to play. They not
like Schmeichel was there last year. Puffenbarger, they don't move me like that. It don't move me like that. Or, all respect to Brenda Freeze though, because Brenda is the only other national champion winning coach, active national championship winning coach, besides those other three. So, Brenda does her thing. She ain't done it in a while, but she does her thing. But I just felt like Gracie. I felt like Gracie there with that team, made them really a problem in the Big Ten.
Damn, who ain't Tennessee playing this year? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yep. So, talk to me about Ohio State over Southern Cal. Why?
So I don't believe in Southern Cal. I damn sure don't believe in the coach.
You don't even think just the talent there, in spite of
what? Kennedy Smith and Jazzy Davis can only get you so
far. What's her name is there too, ain't she?
Who?
Who else? Who's their number one recruit coming in?
Tonight, Hall don't get there till next year. She ain't
there. No, don't they got another number one recruit coming in this year? Like they don't have the number one recruit class, but I thought they had some recruits coming in besides Jazzy.
Jazzy Davidson was the number one recruit for this year's class.
I don't know why I thought they had another top. I don't know why I thought they had another top recruit.
They got another freshman.
Sanaya's not coming this year. Yeah, I thought somebody else was coming with Jazzy. Jazzy's their only recruit this year?
No, they got two.
I was giving them more credit than they deserve.
Yeah, you give them way too much credit. I'm like, what you talking about?
Yeah, I don't mean who's their number one recruit, but I thought they had 2 top 5 recruits or something coming in there this year. But I may be mixing them up with their recruiting class from last year.
No, you're thinking about because that post it was 3. They got 3 number one in the last 4 years. So what you were thinking about was Juju, Jazzy, and Sanaya, all 3 of them together, but they ain't there yet. They just made the post like they were all 3. And they possibly might not even all play together. You know my hot take. You know my hot take about this shit. Don't be counting on Jazzy. She might be up out there. Y'all keep playing. She might be up out there. And then they got
exactly.
And then
they picked up London. Ain't nobody worried about London. Why you do that? Yeah. we still waiting on 5 for 5 again. Don't do that. It's almost September. Where's everyone's non-conference posters that are considered top 10 contenders? Who haven't you seen? Michelle, let me know who haven't you seen. I'll tell you if I've seen them.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna do a top. Are we gonna do a top 25 rankings?
Probably way too early. Probably do it way too early. A way too early top 25. So I'm trying to understand what it is. What do you see at Ohio State? I don't see how they. What do you see at Ohio State? I don't see if they brought in enough to replace what they lost.
I mean, their roster's not up, so it's kind of hard to like give you exact names because their roster's not up. But
We know Kylie went there. Cody left.
Yeah.
Jelani's still there.
I'm just putting my money on Jelani in that situation at Ohio State.
Oh, Jelani been working from what I've been seeing in the offseason. I ain't listen. Jelani was one of my favorite freshmen. You know how I feel about Jelani, but
I'm just putting my money.
I didn't feel like it was a. Go ahead.
I'm putting my money on Jelani with kids. Oh. That's what I'm doing. I just feel like that a better.
Hey man, y'all know what? Y'all are so funny, bro. Y'all supposed to be my fan too. Y'all supposed to be my fan. And y'all know that my girl up there. Y'all know my girl up there. Oh, Limula up there with old Jelani. Remember, I like old Trigger and I like Limula. So you got Limula up there that you gonna put with who you just said, Rob?
Huh?
Who you with just Jelani said up there? With Kits. So we gonna have Limula and Kits.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a real length up there. Cause let me see how tall Elsa. So Elsa's my 6'6" freshman center. Y'all remember her? The one I kept saying play her and sit Petty down. Remember her? Yeah. My 6'6" freshman center ain't gonna be no freshman no more. She's been in the Big Ten now. She gonna be a sophomore. I'm excited about Elsa. Limula. I forgot about her. So we got her. We got Jelani. We got now is my girl back? She wasn't no senior last year, so she's back. Yeah, Kennedy is back, so we got the Cambridge sisters back in effect. I want them both to stay healthy. But you lost a lot though, Rob. We lost Petty, you lost Theory. We lost
I'm a bet.
Oh, but you know who else is back? Oh, that shooter back too though. That shooter, Chance Gray back.
Yeah, I'm a bet on what we got.
It'll be interesting. I just think Cody, it's gonna be interesting.
My thing of it is when it all gets said and done, I just trust Ohio State's head coach over Coach G. That's just what the truth of the matter is. Yeah.
I mean, okay, maybe over Coach G, but the whole hold on, man, hold on. I'm not gonna act like I didn't see Kevin McGuff's arrest video. I'm not gonna act like that. While we just giving a whole lot of confidence, he was like, so it was 47. Wait a minute, I don't know. I wasn't going anywhere. I don't know.
I'm not even thinking about that. But what I'm telling you is, I trust his ability to get it done when it's time to get it done.
Let me tell you.
I trust his ability to at least help us get closer to the Big Ten championship than USC.
Let me tell you why I think about it. Let me tell you why I think about it. Because that tells me about that tells me about just his decision making.
Mm-hmm.
That tells me a lot about his decision making. The whole way he handled that situation tells me a lot about how he make decisions and move and groove. So I'm not just real confident that Kevin just makes great decisions all the time.
I didn't say he make great decisions. I'm talking about basketball. I ain't talking about nothing that ain't got nothing to do with basketball. That's all I'm saying.
Your decision making has everything to do with who you are as a person, and that makes up who you are as a coach. We can say that we can just talk about X's and O's, but your decision making is your decision making.
Right, but that
and how you show up and take care of business is just how you show up and take care of business. But character is a big part of who you are as a coach.
But what I'm telling you is, it's a lot of coaches that do the same shit he do. That you'll give him praise for being a great coach, and it's just because it doesn't come out to the public. That's what I'm saying. So I can't always, that takes it's accountability that should be held on that. But there's a lot of coaches in college that does the same shit he does. It just doesn't come out publicly.
Yeah, but because it ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
So I it's a number because I'm like, they make terrible ass decisions, but on the basketball court, X and O's, that's what it is.
How many of those coaches that you say make terrible decisions won a national championship in the last 4 years?
They're not.
Oh, okay.
They're not. I mean, you got Don Steady there, and so until Don Steady or Gino retire, good luck.
But those is coaches that make good decisions, though. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Kim make bad decisions, but she got a championship.
Oh, I don't know. I ain't never seen. I've never seen Kim's arrest video. I would love to check it out.
You'll never see it out of public eyes.
Because it ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
No, don't think that she ain't never got in trouble. It just don't come out to public eyes because they
No,
know
but
what
it
kind
ain't.
of figure it is.
I wouldn't.
And she,
I would believe. I would say that most people have, because I have. But it ain't what you do, is how you do it. See, that type of video that got out on Kevin got out because of, that goes back. That goes back to karma and who you are and how you treat people. It ain't what you do, is how you do it. That my mom and them taught me that from forever. From forever. You said not if you white. You say he got to the Final Four. I said one and natty. One and natty. That's what I said. And Bruce Pearl went to the Final Four and win. You talking about back when he was with his Tennessee days? What we talking about? Glad Rob was specific over and saying over Coach G, but they will see the impact of Cody not being there like Paige at UConn. But you know what, Michelle, I started to say that they was gonna miss Cody, but they had started learning how to play without Cody last year. Remember how they had Cody just standing in the corner?
That's why she was upset. That's why she transferred.
That's why they got the hell up out of there. They started life without Cody with Cody right in front of her face. They had Cody just standing in the corner. We trying to see something real quick. That's how they did Cody last year. That's why she's gonna be on a tear in the SEC this year.
Oh, you know what? It's some things that came out about Kim publicly, but then it always shit get always swept under the rug. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what it is. But
I saw people come out and tell Kim, we finna put a whole hit piece on you.
Mm-hmm.
Kim came and sat down at the microphone and said, I bet you ain't. She took a sip of her water and said, I call my lawyer. Send a hit piece if you want to. Next thing I know, they watered down the hit piece. Everybody got quiet and went on the way. I don't know what Kim got on everybody, but Kim walk around like a Teflon Don. They said, oh, we got all the goods, Kim. She said, are you? Okay, put it out. Let's see what happens. Everybody job by morning.
I'm just saying, it's just that's what I'm saying. It's not like there's not coaches out here making bad decisions, but people giving them praises. And I'm not saying you. I'm just saying people in general. They get some of these coaches praises, but don't understand what they really doing behind. You know what I'm saying? It's some real shit going on. It's just whether you want to put it out publicly. But what I would say to this and Kevin McGraw situation, this always happens to Ohio State coach. This shit happened with Urban Meyer when he's out with, what I'm saying, with the young girls at the bar and shit. Like, this is what happens at Ohio State, what they do with their coaches. I just don't get it, but some way, somehow, Ohio State always, their head coaches always are in these type of situations.
Quality character checks. Character checks. Background investigations. Background checks. Complexion protection. Calipari, Patino, make careers. What? They didn't matter. Oh, man, Calipari. Where Calipari at now?
Arkansas.
He might well be coaching in West Bumblefuck. From where he was at. Patino. Oh, man, they got him at Northwest, East, South. Whatever school he at now. Where they finally
St.
gave
John's.
Rick a real job back someplace? Yeah, come on.
He at St. John's. He
from where they was at.
He in New York, chilling.
Yeah. Where we at next? We kind of talked about Maryland.
We pretty much done. I mean, because we've already talked about everybody. To be honest with you, we talked about UCLA, we talked about Michigan, we talked about Maryland. We just got to talk about Ohio State. So I mean, it was pretty much final thoughts, really.
You want to show your coach rankings? You got to talk about them.
Yeah, I mean, you can put them up there. I ain't really got to talk about it. I mean, it looks different than what the rankings right here looks. I'll tell you that. Rankings look a lot different.
McGuff got a championship?
No. He's been in the championship game. He's been in the championship game. So I meant to move him down to to the next line.
The one thing I would have did, 2 and 3 would have been down because they ain't got no chip.
Well,
2 and 3 would have been down.
Well,
Brenda's the only one. Corey Close won the chip win.
She just won 25 last season.
I'm talking about a natty. Brenda Freeze got a natty. Brenda Freeze has a natty.
But this is
remember when we talked. No, remember when we talked when we set the standards for the coaches, and that's why Kim was up above because she had a natty. She don't have no SEC championship. That's how she got to the top line because she had a natty. So for me, sticking to what those rules was, Brenda Freeze would be up here by herself. 2 and 3 would have been down, and everybody else would have been down.
Then why you didn't say no when I did the ACC? Because we was just it's about the ACC championship. We know that don't mean nothing like the SEC does. It's a different standard at the SEC.
Nah, I just remember right now. It was when I just looked at them. It was they had to have a natty. That's what I'm saying. Brenda nobody would have made the first line in the ACC. I guess.
Correct. So that's why we had to change the limbo of who got it.
Yeah, go light on your UK team. We don't go light on them. Louisville first, Cardinals forever. Yeah, no, they wouldn't have nobody at the top on ACC.
That's what we had.
But
to
I would have gave Brenda her due here though, because she's the only one in this in this conference with a chip.
Facts. That's facts. Otherwise, everybody else would have been bumped down to that next line.
Yeah. So really, we'd have bumped everybody else down. We'd have bumped everybody else down.
It would have been number one. Just Brenda Freeze by herself is just winning.
And I think Coquise Washington is gonna prove to be a better coach than 17. I think she's gonna prove to be a better coach than 17.
I want her to be. It's just what it is right now at the beginning of the season, preseason.
No. She not number one. Brenda Freeze number one.
Brenda Freeze
she got a chip.
Yeah.
Corey Close, he got Corey Close at 2.
And that was just really being because she just the chip. So this is based upon like people that's actually won chips or been in the championship game for the Big Ten. And so that's the reason why the coach from Ohio State's up there is because he's been in the championship game 2 out of the last 5 years. It's competing. Now, he should go down to the next line. It's time to get it done because he hasn't completed it. But there was nobody else that actually in the Big Ten that's been in the championship game outside of Maryland and UCLA that's actually still coaching. Iowa coaching staff been there, but she wasn't a head coach, so I couldn't put her up there.
Did Purdue get ranked in the top 25 last year?
No.
I don't know why I thought Purdue made it in the top 25.
Terrible last year. Yeah, the SEC is just different. It's hard to like. You start doing rankings of coaches and you start talking about championships, man. It's hard. It's truly hard. So you gotta have a little bit different criteria.
What's up, Lisa Pugh?
Hey. Yeah, I mean, it's really Brenda Freeze up there by herself when they talk about championships, but when you talk about overall people that's been there to the championship game, those really the only 3 coaches in the Big Ten. Now, where they stand at right now to the end of the season is going, we're gonna do a update, what I'm saying, from preseason to the finish of the season of who moves up and down on the coaching standings, who move up and down on the rankings. So just keep this in mind. This is all preseason. So now, what happens throughout the season to the end of the season could change your rankings. I don't think Brenda Freeze is going anywhere. Well, she's not going anywhere because she has a national championship, so she's not going anywhere. But Coach G, you know what I'm saying, could be off that line. So there you have it. Coach Kevin McGruff could be off that line. But if he's going off trajectories, right, of what's been happening in the patterns, Ohio State should be in the championship game this year.
You giving Kevin McGruff way more credit than I can give him. I can't wait. I hope so. I hope so. Because I feel like
But you're not understanding. I'm going off the data of the Big Ten and how things have been transpiring.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going off of. It's not necessarily like, oh, he deserves to be there. I'm not saying he deserves to be there, but what the data has shown, as far as the pattern is going, as far as Ohio State getting to the Big Ten championship game in conference, that's
No,
been there.
he just won the regular season Big Ten year 4 last.
Yeah, he
When Iowa won a tourney. So
yeah.
Kevin been there. I just don't think he did enough to replace what he lost. But we're gonna see. Um, I think theory was a big part of what they did. I don't, we're gonna see. Uh,
That's why we
I'm
do this
really
stuff, though.
interested to see how kids adjust to his press. If they stick with that, if they stick with that defense, if the players that he's bringing in now, how quickly they can adapt and get that down. Uh, it's gonna be interesting.
Oh, for sure, for sure. This is why we do this. To find out who it is. But it's coming to an end. We almost done with all the everybody, right? One thing we got left is what the Big 12 and everybody else. And I mean by everybody
Well,
else,
big
I'm gonna put UConn in there. Might throw a couple
got a
HBCUs
couple,
up in there.
but yeah, I mean that's what we got to kick the Big Ten off. I guess we'll take a deep dive on these teams or next steps. We'll see what that looks like. Not a big East review. We picked out about three of them: Creighton, Georgetown, UConn. We'll mix it in with the others group.
I really could just do big. I really could just do UConn and be done with it for real, for real. But I'm gonna give some other people some love.
Oh, we could just do UConn.
Like it ain't too much really to talk about.
Uh, Cause I'm already gonna follow Georgetown and my Detroit Twins and
No, we gonna talk about them. I'm
oh no,
just
we
yeah,
don't, yeah,
yeah,
nah, he ain't gonna be mad. We
yeah,
still gonna talk about Creighton. He just may not do a breakdown.
yeah.
Now they not on their way to get Kylie. I thought they ain't on their way to get Kylie. We knew that's what he was gonna get. We knew that's what he was gonna get. That's why I want to see how he show up. I want to see how he show up. But the other thing I wish that Cody would talk about what exactly happened, what took place at Ohio State. I would love to know why she left. Because I'm just curious if it's why I think she left. So I would like to see that. But y'all, I mean, listen, it's been real. This is hot takes Monday. We back on Wednesday with just hot takes because it's gonna get real. We got I think we got 5 games tomorrow. Um, WNBA playoffs is coming quickly, and people feelings is getting hurt because they gonna make it, and some of them not. Some of them not gonna make it, and we gonna talk. We gonna talk about it on Wednesday. UConn, Creighton, and Georgetown only from the Big East, please and thank you. We're not gonna give you no heavy dose of the Big East. But Rob, man, we appreciate you putting this together, man. Taking the time to break all of these down. Cody left to work with a sober coach. Okay.
I'm gonna leave
Okay, I'm
that
not. I'm
alone,
not. I'm
man.
not. I'm not. I'm not with you. No games tonight. No games tonight. Pull up and hang out. We got now joining the conversation. We got the CC show. Maybe a VIP show. I'm still waiting on confirmation on that. But hey, we gonna talk some hoops in just about 5 more minutes with now what the sound off. So pull up and hang out with me and nephew Rob. What you got tonight on the
Man,
on your channel?
appreciate everybody. We got a Buff show, me and Coach Dre tonight. So we gonna be talking some Buffs football. So y'all tap in with us. We're gonna get into some little Georgia Tech because we're 11 days away from kickoff. 11 days away. Can't
The
wait, man.
countdown begins.
So yeah, I'm gonna be on the road with it. So hey, y'all gonna have to just watch.
don't believe, just watch. Y'all know what it is, man. We appreciate y'all pulling up. If y'all happen to be checking us out on another platform other than YouTube, pop over to YouTube, give RobDaManMedia and CessTalksSports a follow, like, share, comment, smash that notification button so you do not miss the next drop. For those of y'all pulling up for now with the sound off, with me and welcome to HDI TV. We'll see you in just a few. For the rest of y'all, man, y'all know what it is. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. It's RobDaManMedia. Mr. Shake My Hand. Cess Talk Sports.